welcome to my channel. It's Venting Virgo. That's who we are on this channel. But for the most part, you're gonna get to know me more, especially because this is my first upload. But we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get to know me, and I'm gonna get to know you. So introducing myself. My name is Jasmine, but we're gonna go by Venting Virgo. Should I do my Howard intro? Well, I am a senior marketing major from South Side of Atlanta. I go to school at Howard. I'm currently in DC right now in a panty, but we're gonna get into that. I wanted to have a get ready with me because I watch these like continuously, and I just feel like let me do one. I've never done one before, so let's get into it. And during this, we're gonna actually talk about some stuff. We're gonna talk about senior year. We're gonna talk about just transitioning in general during this pandemic. I feel like I've changed 20 times over. It's just so many new things that I learned about myself, and I don't know, like we're gonna get into it because I know I'm not the only one. I know that I'm not the only one who's going through a couple changes, and I just feel like you still here today, you lit, because like it's been a lot, and if you still here grinding and getting through it and prospering in a pandemic on any scale, on any level, like damn, like, oh, I did good on my final, feel awesome about that. Oh, I got a new job, feel awesome about that. Oh, I just graduated, feel good about that shit. Like, it don't matter the scale, because you could really just shut the fuck down, like, but you chose not to, so you live. I'm not even really sure what makeup look I want to do. I don't know if I want it to be colorful. Honestly speaking, I used to be way more into makeup prior to college. Like, I feel like my love for it really died freshman year of college. I need to get back into it. Like, it was the point where I was doing faces and I just stopped. Like, no motivation. But then again, freshman year was a lot for me. I was so far away from home, on top of like other stuff, and then just, ooh, maybe that should be another video. But just talking about transitioning, I'm definitely gonna make a video about that. Just transitioning into your first year of college, and you're so far away. Like, that was my first time ever being so far away from home for an extended period of time. And I feel like my creative juices are flowing right now, and I feel like I want to get into that, but I feel like that could be a whole nother video. But it was just very challenging for me getting acclimated. It was just very challenging for me. It was a point in time where I did not want to stay at Howard. Not because of anything they had done to me yet. We're gonna get into that too. But I just was like really far from home, and I actually like being at home. Like, I have friends at home. I still have friends, but it's just like I have a whole life. I was really ready to be like, I can go back to the shit that I know. But you know, I'm glad that I stuck it out, because it has transformed me into the woman that I am today. So I'm looking down, looking at a mirror right now. So more about me. Oh, let's just get into the stuff, the general shit. I am a Virgo. I just feel like that was so unprovoked, but it's just like, I just want y'all to know, if you didn't. Why did I just remember that my name is Venting Virgo? Anyway, like it's a secret. But I'm from Southside. Shout out to Clayco. Shout out to Clayco because Clayco really put Georgia on the map. We really were the pivotal constituents who really made Georgia blue. Shout out to my county. So Clayco. Now I'm about to graduate college in May 2021. We're gonna get into that. So I wrote some stuff down. So let's talk about the beginning of it all. Let's talk about, I think it was around like March 13th. I feel like I need to be quiet while I do my eyebrows. We're gonna see. But yeah, we're gonna fast forward through this while I do my eyebrows because you really gotta focus. I got through the hardest part, so I'm gonna talk, but so there's so many things that I feel like I want to talk about. I feel like I'm backed up, like creatively, because for a large part of my life, I didn't even really notice, but for a large part of my life, I was stagnant. I was very stagnant. I felt like I was way more confident in myself in high school. Because, like, don't get me wrong, Howard is a wonderful place, but Howard will humble you. It'll definitely humble you. Because everybody there was a gifted student, somebody at private school, somebody honor student, AP student, like that's everybody there. So it's just like there's not like 10 of y'all that are like, you know, ranked a certain way like you were in high school, but because everybody was that type of nigga in high school. That's why we are at this school. So it was very humbling. I met people like as soon as we got to Howard, we had freshman week, and I met people who already had businesses, like lucrative businesses. Me being a marketing student, I am in the business school. So it was just really like, oh, they serious. Because we had like orientation, but it was like a semester long. And we would have to wear suits, like real suits. And it was very shocking to me. I'm just like, to class? Every day to class? Y'all for real? Deadass. But I'm glad I learned a lot. Even though I dreaded walking up the hill to go to class from 4th Street. 4th Street is known as basically the freshman dorm block. But I didn't get that freshman experience. I really wanted to be in quad so bad, so bad. Despite it being communal bathrooms, I wanted to be in quad because I wanted the sisterhood or whatever. But my class, it was a lot of us. And they did not know how to accommodate us, but they accepted us all. So I was in a co-ed during my freshman year. But yeah, I just had a really big shift coming here, and I'm grateful for it. But I can get into that later, but I'm just ready to graduate. Like, she's cute. She's very cute. Like, all the homecomings, like, not having homecoming senior year was very disheartening. Like, it sucked. It wasn't supposed to be like this, but it is like this, so it is what it is. But it did suck, considering the impact that HBCU homecomings have a whole, like, it's a whole experience. But Howard homecoming, I would invite everybody that I know from home to come to Howard homecoming. Come to Howard homecoming. Come. It's lit. You won't be disappointed. There has been times where I was disappointed, not gonna hold you. My first year I noticed how big of a deal it was, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I never really knew about Howard homecoming and like how big of a deal it was until I was a student there. I didn't know I wanted to go to Howard until like freshman year of high school, but it wasn't like really like it didn't really become really important to me until my senior year of high school. I had to go off camera because I needed to make sure that my eyebrows were right. I kept messing up, but I'm glad that they, accepted me, because it was my dream school at one point. So that felt really good to me. But I just feel like, honestly, being here, I feel like not even really lost myself. I really found myself. I thought that I lost myself, but I was really transitioning and just becoming this new version of myself that I didn't know that I could be. And I feel like it just really prepared me for a lot of shit. Trust me, I was kicking and screaming, learning all these damn life lessons. I was just like, what? I feel attacked. But, regardless, we're gonna be good. But let's talk about recent stuff. So let's talk about senior year. In a panic. And I'm not saying it like that to like diminish like everything that's been going on, but black people, we just say nicknames. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, we try to make the best out of every fucked up situation. So, but yeah, senior year, first of all, let's just, because I've been in a pandemic longer than I've been a senior. Yes. Because it's really, that's how you know, like, it erased the rest of my junior year. For the longest amount of time, I forgot that I wasn't a junior anymore. Like, everything it really did change. And I noticed, I didn't realize, like, how much has changed and how long it's been. Like, March 13th 2020 is really when it all really started. I remember it vividly. I remember it was a Friday night, and I was going out with my friends up here in DC because we already knew that we were going to go home. Like, we didn't know how long. For the longest, we thought that we were coming back in April, but we just knew that we was going home. We thought it was going to be an extended spring break, it'd be litty, you know, the whole nine, but no, not at all. It was very different. But I remember going out with my friends and just thinking like, I'm gonna see y'all later. No, babes. By the time I got home back to Atlanta the next day, like, Atlanta was like basically half shut down. So I was like, oh, this is serious. Don't judge me. Again, I have all these palettes, but I'm trying to get back into my creative self because I used to go in on the liner. Not liner, but that too. My eyeshadow, and then I just life happened and just get. Anyway, so I just knew that it was real. Like, let me go ahead and take my ass home. Like, my mom had already gone like grocery shopping, hella stuff, you know. And it was just like, wow. Like, I had been home with my friends for basically 5 months, and I probably saw them less than 10 times. Like, less than 10 times I saw them. So it was that deep. And I was just not prepared for it. And I just feel like in the middle of it, I had a job. I was work study. So it was something to keep me busy. And then like later, I feel like everybody has gone through the phase of, you know, working out during the pandemic. But I was like really pushing myself to work out. Like, I'd never done that before. And I lost so much weight. To be fair, I definitely started working out January of 2020 in my dorm's gym, and I was really getting into it. Like, I would go like 2-3 times a week, and then it slowed down when I got home because I didn't have a gym, and I just felt like I'm going to be back, so it's fine. Like, I'm not pressed to get a membership or something. So when I realized that, oh, everything is like shut down for the next couple of months because of the people in office not believing in science. Let me just say it like that. The people in office at the time not believing in science. So I was just like, let me work out. I found Chloe Ting's workouts awesome. I had ran the track a couple times at home with my bestie, but it was just like, I was just really into it, but it was nothing else to do. Like, once the semester was over, I didn't have a job anymore because work study was over. Really, work study ended early because they didn't have the funds to pay us. So that was a blip. I'm just glad that I got my hours in so I could get all of my coin. But yeah, towards like May and stuff, I was just like working out consistently. And then, let's talk about it. It was getting closer and closer to the semester, and I just felt as if, you know, nobody was really sure about what we were going to do. Like, if we were going to be on campus, if everything was going to be handled. But honestly speaking, with there being no vaccine, Like, we weren't going to be on campus, or at least I feel like we shouldn't be on campus without a full working vaccine. But then again, it's still my senior year. And regardless, oh, fun fact. My entire matriculation at Howard University, I have always had a roommate in my room. I've always shared a room, a space. It was times where I wasn't supposed to, twice. But again, all these in no space. There was no space for us. So we were literally living on top of each other. Like, the dorms that I was in, technically you're not supposed to have a roommate in your room. Like, you just share suites. But that wasn't the case, because gentrification and aiding in gentrification and not worrying about where your students stay, it was a lot of that. And I feel like a lot of HBCUs can relate to that. But yeah, so I was just like, you know what, it's my senior year. I still want to be not necessarily on campus, but in DC. I had already been at home for like 3 months at that point, and I was just like, no. Like, I could stay, get the big refund check and just chill at the house for the next year, but something in me was telling me to move. Like, it was telling me that I need to move. I need to, not even because anything was happening. Like, life at home was fine. It was regular. It was just like, for my growth, I felt like I did not want to be home for the next few months, because I feel like I would be stagnant. I feel like I wouldn't have put in as much effort in my stuff as I do now. Especially like living with roommates and having a house together, and like we're all at the same school dealing with the same things. It's just, the walking across the hall to talk to each other when we're like all going through things, whether it's like internships or just an assignment or something, or finals. And it's just like, I feel like having that is a blessing, because I'm still like with my friends, but we have our own space, our own area. And I really love the house. It's really nice. Splitting rent 4 ways was very smart. It was a very good idea because DC is not cheap. So yeah, splitting rent 4 ways is really helpful. Shout out to my dad for getting all of my furniture from my room literally 2 weeks before I moved in. Just getting all my stuff for me. And that's how I knew that I was supposed to be here. I knew that I was supposed to be here because things that I didn't know how they were going to fall into place were falling into place just by me praying on it. And really, I know the internet hates and love this word, but manifesting, like, for real, like really manifesting what I want and what I see myself having. And just remembering that, everything that I have right now, I have definitely prayed for, worked for. And it's easy to make yourself feel like you haven't done anything. Like, it's very easy to do that. And that's definitely not the case. I have to constantly remind myself, like, girl, you out here. Like, you out here and you lit. You're getting things done. Just give yourself more credit. So, but yeah, I really do love this house. And just, it was a struggle pushing myself to get this house. Like, I was just like, ugh, I don't have a job. I don't feel comfortable, like, being here. And I just feel like I'm supposed to have this, and this. But I had to really remember, like, Jazz, things are working out for you because it's supposed to. Like, don't stress yourself over the how. Just ask for it and it's gonna come, babes. Simple. Oh, this is a pretty color. And I was just very fixated on the how. Like, how is this gonna work? I need to know every detail, step by step, on how this is gonna work how I want it to. But life is not like that. You're not gonna know everything. You're not gonna know why everything happens. You're simply just having faith. That's the bulk of life, is having faith that everything is going to work out. Ooh, let's get into it. Finding a job. Finding a job is stressful in general, just like with regular life. But finding a job in a panty and trying to graduate, dealing with the stress of graduating and being under this personal pressure of having a job. Like, I know what type of marketing that I really enjoy. I really enjoy like consumer marketing, brand marketing. Like, I really do enjoy that. And something I really want to do. But also, it wasn't until recently where, like, for the longest time, I did not want to be an entrepreneur. I don't know why. I just like, no. But now it's just like, I feel like I have to. Like, I feel like I have to. I feel like I'm meant to have multiple streams of income. That's just me, you know? And I feel like I need to, because what I would want to do is basically just get into, you know, the field of marketing and makeup, brand, music, whatever, learn from it and apply that to one of my business ventures. Because, like, I really didn't know that this was going to be my route in life. Honestly speaking, I thought I was going to be a nursing major. I know it's very off. It's very different. I thought I was going to be a nursing major. All throughout high school, my scheme was related to healthcare. And then I got to Howard and things didn't work out. And I was upset, but it was just like, maybe this is what I'm supposed to do. And to be honest, it is. I've learned so much. Like, I've learned so much about running a business and business plans and just really stuff that, honestly speaking, freshman year Jazz would have been like, ugh, this shit is boring. I need to just change my major. I don't like it. Dealing with accounting, Lord Jesus. All business majors know the dread of accounting. But you have to be well versed. You have to know a little bit of everything. I used to hate Excel, but now I'm at the point where it's just like, I'm spending my free time learning things on Excel. Simply because it's just good to know that stuff. Whether you work for somebody else or you work for yourself. Because I'm the type of person where, like, when I do start my business later in life, wow, yikes. We want to fix this. But when I do start my business later on in life, I know for a fact that I want to know what's going on. Like, I want to know, what's this? I want to know, like, how people are dealing with my stuff. Of course, I'm not going to be able to do every single thing, but I want to at least be able to read something and understand what is going on, because so nobody can pull the wool over my eyes. Like, simply put, like, you can't trust people. Folks be having accountants that be stealing their money. As much as I do not, as much as I do not fuck with accountants, knowing that stuff is very smart. It's very good for you. Because you can look at stuff and be like, this not adding up, instead of just signing off on shit and you don't know what's going on. So yeah. But yeah, finding a job. How do I really just sped off into a different conversation, but finding a job and internship and stuff in a panty is hard. It's hard. And a lot of the time I had to just really like, at one point it was like, I'm just going to apply for everything. And with that, I was getting interviews, but it was just like, they knew that I really did not know much about this shit that they was talking about, or I wanted to do something else and they could tell. Or, because I remember I applied to this one job for an internship, and I had a video call interview, and we were kikiing. But when they told me to like just talk about myself, talk about like what I want to do and stuff like that, I really ventured off into like entrepreneurship. And I didn't even notice. I was literally rambling. Like, I was just really kikiing with them and just talking about like things I've been doing, and just like getting acclimated with like different software and platforms to help me be more creative and stuff like that. And they were just like, this is awesome, but you probably wouldn't like this job. Like, you're gonna do great as an entrepreneur. Like, you have such an entrepreneurial spirit, but this job will not fulfill you. And I appreciate that, because it was just like, you can't just apply for stuff, because it's just like, you might get it. You just might get it, and you're gonna be miserable because you really don't like it. Like, you really don't want to be a part of it. The money is cool, but it's just like, I don't really like that. I don't like it. It's not my favorite thing to do. And you have to really come to terms, like, even if it's successful, it doesn't mean that you need to do it. That's why I put more of my energy into things that I know that I want to do. Because even though the pool is smaller, it's going to happen for me regardless at the right timing, because it's meant for me and it's going to actually fulfill me. Because one thing I refuse to do is work somewhere where I'm miserable. I can't. Like, I can't. I feel like I'm supposed to be having my heaven on earth. That's just me. I feel like I deserve heaven on earth. So I'm going to create that life for myself, because at the end of the day, God wants the same thing. It's not even really a spiritual thing. Like, you don't have to be Christian to whatever you believe in the universe. It's just like, if it's supposed to happen for me, I'm never going to miss out. So, and that just comes back to me even starting this channel. A very, very long time ago, I did not really have faith in myself that I could do something like this. I wanted to start a YouTube channel since I was in high school. I loved everything about YouTube, and making money while doing it did not hurt either. So I had so many different people that I used to watch, like 2011 type, and it's just like, I always knew that was something that I want to do, but I never had faith in myself that it was going to work out how I want. I was just like, let me I want to have this first before I pursue that. I want to have a bomb ass camera. I had to get over that. I definitely had to get over that, especially like watching different new YouTubers that I like film on their camera, like not camera, on their phone. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm filming on my phone. And I'm just like, you waiting for this perfect moment when you could just simply do it. Just do it. Like, just do it. And I just had to realize that, like, Jazz, it's gonna come out. Just do it. You want to be this OD perfectionist. Like, I wanted it to have a crisp, very, very crisp background. Like Alyssa Ashley, shout out to her. Her camera quality, chef's kiss. But them cameras that she got, expensive. They are expensive. And it's just like, she didn't even start there. But she has this big following because she just did what she loved and everything fell into place. But I just had to get over that fear of not being good enough. Because a part of me dead ass wanted to have 1,000 followers right away. Like right away. And I know that that's not going to happen. Because everything that's worth it takes time. Like, and you also can't wait for people that you know to support you. Not saying that any of my friends are not supporting me, because that's not true. But it's just like general shit. It's just like, it's 7 billion people in this world, and you waiting for 10 people to get on board with what you're doing. Your circle of people. Like, no. Just do it, babes, because you've been waiting forever. And it's not because they don't fuck with you or they don't want to see you succeed, but it is what it is. I'm really excited to use this pigment from Miss Pat Honey, Miss Pat McGrath. I'm really being very adventurous because I haven't done makeup look like this in a minute. I really haven't. So for me to do it on camera on my first video, it's just like, ugh. And then to be honest with y'all, I was nervous filming this. Like, I just looked at the camera and was just giggling at myself. Like, you really about to do this shit, girl? Oh yeah, I'm about to do this. You really about to record this video? That's crazy about you. You really getting over this fear. That's crazy about you. Now I'm just rambling. Now I'm just talking at this point. So I had to go off camera doing my lashes. Sorry, I started to look really crazy. I saw the gap. It wasn't doing it for me. What else are we talking about today? Mental health, highs and lows. Listen, I feel as if though my mental health has been up and down, up and down, up and down. I will say that considering the circumstances, I'm way happier and content than what I thought I was going to be. I just felt like at one point the world was going to end, and I just felt like, why aren't you sad? Like, I felt weirdly calm about everything. I was just like despite what was going on in the office, I still felt really calm. I was just like, ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm gonna let this stop me from living, because it's a lot of things. I was talking to my dad, and like, for instance, it's how you know I'm a baby adult, because I just really started to like pay bills. So I was talking to him about bills and like stuff being in my name, and just feeling like, you know what, I don't know if this is smart to like have stuff in my name right now. I don't have a job. I don't know if it's smart. And he was just like, it's gonna always be outside stuff going on, but you can't stop living, and you're gonna always be good regardless, because you got me. That's my bestie. But even then, it was just like, you're gonna always be good. Like, don't stress. Like, the world is gonna always be the world regardless of what you got going on, but you can't let it stop you. Which is true, because I really had to sit down with myself and just think, you know what? It was times where God literally came in at the 11th hour and made a way for me. Because I'm a control freak. I can freely say that I have control freak tendencies. I want to know that it's going to work. I want to be sure that it's going to work. And I like to see it. Like, I like to see it for myself. And life has really since college, life has really been like, girl, you are not in control. Get over it. Get over it, okay? And that was something I really had to learn to accept. But I also just had to trust that I'm not just out here by myself. So I feel like that really is what kept me calm. Like, I have this support system. I'm always good, even when I feel like I don't have things. It always just works out for me when I need it to. Not when I want it to. Because trust me, it's something. How did I lose? Don't try to hit me out. I was just using talking. I'm putting stuff away that I need later. But yeah, I just had to realize that, look, God not gonna bring you this way for nothing. All this way for nothing. And my mental health definitely got better. I need to get some more. This is one some of my favorite concealer. Is from Becca. It's the Ultimate Coverage, and it's called Cedar. It's so good, but it's very sticky, and I'm basically out. I'm really scraping. And I'm gonna mix this with my Juvia Palace. Is it Palace or Place? Place. But yeah, I just had to get over that. Like, girl, you're not gonna always be in control. Let it go. Cause staying up worrying about like stuff was messing with me. It was messing with me. Especially like when you're like going through like stuff that's like uncertain. It's just like, how do I know that this is gonna work out for me? You just gotta know. And then it just does. Obviously you have to put in work. Like, you can't sit on your tail and not do anything to make it work. But it's gonna work out. But I really had to take care of my mental health. It was a point in time where I noticed that I just didn't feel like talking. Like, I wasn't mad at anybody. I just simply felt like, you know what? I need to take a break from everybody. Like, if you're not in my face, then I'm not going to speak to you. And it's not even on purpose. It's just the fact that I just need to be in my space by myself, because I felt like I was always accessible to people, And I don't know, because I'm the type of person where like I don't have to talk to a whole bunch of people and get a whole bunch of people's opinions about what I'm going through. Like I have like a handful of people that I go through and I alternate, but they never all know the same thing at the same time. Like whoever I just feel like venting to, I will, but it's never multiple people about one thing. Like they'll probably find out later, but and I just feel like I'm always like helping people out with their stuff. And it's not like I want to help, I need help with my stuff. And I'm just not saying it. It's just like it's just draining to take on other people's problems. Because I really soak that stuff up. Like if my friend is going through something, I feel that shit. And it's bothering me. And it's just like, I love you, but I can't deal with your stuff right now. I simply cannot. Like, I can't. And I be feeling bad. But it's just like, everybody has that period. And that's what makes me not feel bad anymore. It's like, everybody deserves that period where it's just like, I don't want to talk to nobody. Nobody at all. And that's really been helping my mental health. Just being by myself. And just chilling with myself. And chilling in silence. Because I like myself. And I don't need outside noise to be with myself. So, but that's not always been the case. I really just started to like get to know myself within like the last 2 years. Because before, I was just, child, whole nother story. Whole nother story. But growth, we love it. Something that has been comforting me, I've noticed that a lot of people on my TL at least have been talking about this and have experienced it, and or they changed their name to it. But angel numbers have been in my face. Like definitely in my face. And if you don't know what angel numbers are, how would you explain it? It's just like number sequences that you would see often, and they all have a message. One of my favorite ones is 555. I have that tattoo right here. That's one of the first ones that I would see a lot, and it really stuck with me because like it really focuses on embracing change. Like I'm constantly evolving, and I feel like 555 definitely represents that aspect of myself. But I've just been seeing like a lot of them. Like I really be mind my business, and I just see license plates, building numbers. Like I just came back from dinner with my roomie, and I saw about 5. Like the whole duration of our mini date, and we went to like 2 different places. I saw about 5 of them. Not searching for them, but I always like look them up as soon as I see them, and I just interpret the message with how I'm feeling at that moment. And it's very comforting, to say the least. Like not everybody believes in that stuff, but I do. So it's very comforting. I definitely feel like, you know, seeing those numbers definitely came after like a very traumatic period of my life that I'm not going to get into. But I feel like, but that's a lot of people's story. Like they started seeing them after they went through something big, like very, very big. And it's just very reassuring. It's just like to get through that hump of like really, really deep depression and having this confirmation that you like physically see, and it's just like you're on the right path, you're doing the best that you can, and it is being acknowledged. I really do, appreciate that. And it's just been very comforting. Very comforting to experience that. So I know some people can relate. I would really love for all of my subscribers to, not relate, but it's just like get that confirmation in life that you're doing good, friend. Like, you're doing good. Don't worry. Because it's easy to think about what you don't have and what you lack rather than what you have. And I feel like the only way that you can get more out of life is showing gratitude for what you already have. So, like, you can't complain about what you don't have because the tongue is real. The power of the tongue is real. So complaining about that, I'm like, oh, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this. You're just attracting not having it even more. Cause like, you gotta live your life like you already got it. You gotta manifest like you already got it so it can come. Like, that's what I've definitely learned. Cause it's already yours. Essentially. It's already yours. So just live it like you got it. But actually gonna this back. But yeah. A lot of my friends are telling me that they see more and more angel numbers. I'm just like, yes. Yes. Cause like it's nothing that you can like force anybody to see or care about. It's just like it just happens when it's supposed to happen. And you notice it when you're supposed to notice it. Like, you can't just be like, hey, this is 444. Like, maybe you should, like, it's gonna come. Like, I only do that with people that I know already are experiencing those. Cause it's just like, oh, friend, look. But people who are like still getting towards that point, you just gotta let them get to that point. Cause it's gonna happen at the right time. But yeah. Okay. I have to look back, but I'm just gonna expand on the why that I started this channel. I just felt like it was time. Like, simply put, I just was tired of holding myself back. This was something that has always been in the back of my mind since high school, like I said previously. And I just felt like I was cheating myself on not even at least trying, And I just felt like you gotta at least try. Like, you have to. And this is me trying. So I'm really excited about this journey. I have an idea of like what I want my channel to be, but my ideas are definitely changing. It took me a minute to even get to the point of recording right now. Like, it took me a good little minute because I just was nervous. And I feel like what really helped me is having friends who are already like doing this and stuff like that, and just like watching them and rooting them on. It's just like, I'm happy for them, and it's just like, but also I should be doing this. Like, this is something that I love, and I just never did because I just never felt like I was ready, and I felt like I was cheating myself out of just being happy. And the more and more friends that I saw actually pursue stuff like this, I was just like, yeah, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, and I need to just start being proud of myself. I need to do that. So here we are. Here we are. I really hope this turns out cute. Let me see something. But yeah. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how this goes. I have faith in it though. Like, I just feel like a weight is lifted off of me. Like, yes. We really doctored that up, y'all. Period. Another topic that I want to talk about was living in the moment, child. Living in the present. That's something that I have been struggling with in life in general, but being in this has made me really appreciate living in the moment, because it really helps you in a sense, because it's just like life unpredictable. Things could literally change in the blink of an eye, so you really just have to roll with the punches and do what you do. Because living in the present is the best thing. You're not stressed. You're doing everything. You're doing all the hard work, but you're not stressed about the future and stuff like that. So it's just like, I need to get this line of demarcation real quick. I think I want to change my hair. I want something different. I want to do something else. I'm gonna be right back. I'm about to change something up with my hair and also change my clothes, so we could just have like a closeout. Yeah. So this is the finished look. It looks very, very warm. This is a dress. It's very cute. But this is the final look. This is how I wanted my hair to be. But what's the closing topic I want to focus on before we get out of here? Really the main vision of my channel is to, of course, showcase lifestyle, beauty, and just documenting going into the real world. Let's be real, because it's gonna be new to me, and I'm gonna bring y'all along and just give y'all tips, because I know what segments I want to have for my channel. I just gotta, get it organized and get it together. But I'm just really proud of myself for finally just doing what I said I wanted to do, which was finally just start my YouTube channel. Like, you got to start somewhere. So I'm really happy that I got over the jitters and stuff and just started talking to y'all. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you all are on this journey with me, and we're just gonna we're just gonna get into it. We're just gonna get into this life stuff. So navigate my life with me. I'm gonna bring y'all along with me and we're gonna have fun. So thank you for watching my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Okay. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And just keep a lookout for my videos. I'll definitely let y'all know when I have like a schedule. I think I want to upload this after finals. But it's giving Monday. It's giving Monday. So on Monday, after finals, this will be up. And yeah.